Have you ever woken up from a dream filled with fruit? Maybe the colors were incredibly bright, the smells were sweet, or you could almost still taste it on your tongue. It might seem like a simple, harmless dream, but dreaming about fruits is rarely just about food. Psychologically, fruit is one of the strongest symbols we have for growth and reward. It represents something that has taken time to develop, something that's been nurtured, and something that's finally ready. If the fruit in your dream was ripe and vibrant, that often reflects a season of success in your life. Maybe you're about to reach a personal milestone. Perhaps a project you've been working on, a relationship you've been building, or a career move you've been planning is finally coming into its harvest stage. It's a sign that your hard work is paying off. But what if the fruit was rotten? Rotten fruit tends to symbolize mistiming and regret. It can point to opportunities that were once full of promise but were never acted on. It might also reflect emotional neglect, something in your life or even within yourself that wasn't cared for properly and has now decayed. And then there's unripe fruit. That usually points to impatience. It's about wanting results before the work is done, wanting the sweetness without the waiting. Think about it for a moment. In your waking life, are you allowing things to grow naturally, or are you rushing the process? Let's go a little deeper. If you were cutting fruit in your dream, that often represents self-examination. You're breaking something open to understand what's inside your feelings, your motives, your desires. If you were sharing fruit with someone, it may reflect emotional generosity and connection. Maybe you're craving closeness, or you're finally in a place where you have something meaningful to give to others. But if the fruit was forbidden, just out of reach, or you felt guilty eating it, that's usually tied to temptation. It points to a desire you're unsure about, something you want but you're questioning whether you should pursue it. And if fruit was falling from trees unexpectedly, that can symbolize sudden, unforeseen opportunities. Sometimes blessings come fast, and the real question is, are you ready to receive them? Let's talk about specific fruits, because each one carries its own energy. Apples often connect to knowledge and love. Dreaming of an apple can signal a longing for wisdom, or it might point to a relationship that feels tempting but complicated. Grapes are powerful symbols of abundance and creativity. Their clustered nature often represents community, support, or spiritual blessings flowing into your life. Bananas tend to carry themes of pleasure and emotional intimacy, sometimes playful, sometimes vulnerable. Berries, though small, are intense and can reflect the little joys in life, the simple pleasures we sometimes overlook. Oranges are often associated with vitality and fresh starts, bringing bright energy and new motivation. And tropical fruits like mangoes or pineapples usually symbolize a desire for adventure or a craving for something exotic and outside your daily routine. Psychologically, all fruit dreams revolve around the idea of nourishment, and not just the physical kind. They ask, what feeds your soul? What truly fulfills you? What have you been starving yourself of emotionally? Now let's shift into the spiritual layer. Across many traditions, fruit symbolizes divine timing and abundance. A harvest doesn't happen randomly. It follows a natural cycle of planting, waiting, growth, and then reward. So spiritually, dreaming of fruit can be a message that you are entering a new energetic season. Ripe fruit may signal that blessings are aligning for you, that your manifestation energy is strong and active. Rotten fruit, on the other hand, can serve as a karmic reminder. Neglect what matters, and it decays. And unripe fruit spiritually speaks of trust. It asks you to trust the timing of your life, to trust that what's meant for you will ripen when it's truly ready. There is also a deeper spiritual theme here of gratitude. Fruit is nature's gift. It grows without force and offers its sweetness freely. So when fruit appears in your dreams, it might be asking you, are you appreciating what you already have? Or are you constantly just reaching for the next thing? And here's something subtle but powerful. Fruit contains seeds. This means every reward you receive also contains the potential for future growth. What you harvest today is what plants the seeds for tomorrow. So, If fruit appeared in your dream recently, don't just dismiss it as random imagery. Ask yourself, what in my life is ripening right now? What have I neglected? And what sweetness am I either ready to receive or perhaps afraid to taste? Your subconscious speaks in symbols, and fruit is one of its richest languages. If you dreamed about fruits recently, tell me in the comments. What kind did you see? Was it ripe, rotten, shared, or forbidden? And if you want to keep decoding the hidden messages behind your dreams, make sure to subscribe, because sometimes the sweetest truths are the ones waiting just beneath the surface. Thanks for watching.